Because they themselves cannot produce their own food. They themselves do not have the machinery to multiply or become many. They will have to utilize our cell's nucleus. So this is the rule. If our body stays healthy and the immune system is healthy, no invader, no toxin will be able to make its way to our nucleus. Nothing. Our cell will never allow it. It will send soldiers right away to kill these toxins. But as I've said, what do? We abuse ourselves. And this is the time when our resistance lowers, our immune system becomes weaker. And now some of them will get its way to the barrier and cause some amount of inflammation. And if we continue to have weak immune system, they will invade our cells and multiply inside. Now, as soon as they invade the nucleus, that is the problem, because now they will become the brain. They will become the king of our cell, and they will command the machinery of the cell to produce food for them and to make them plenty. And some of them will even teach the cells to become cancerous. That is how cancer is formed. Toxins have already accumulated in your body for a long time due to environmental pollutants, due to your food, the wrong food that you eat, and diseases. And now I will show you how cancer is really formed inside your body. First, it starts with a mutant cell, a cell that has been exposed to a lot of toxins. And one mutant cell will become 2, 2 will become 4, 4 will become 8, 8 will become 16, and 16 will become 32, and so on and so forth, until they number in millions. And now that they are millions in number, they will start coming out from our skin even. And so we will be able to feel that. As for example, women who have tumors in their breast, they will start feeling, oh, there is a lump growing here. And as soon as the tumor is there, it will recruit blood vessels, just like DXN members recruit members. The tumor also want to eat. They also want to eat, so they recruit blood vessels so that they will have the necessary nutrition. The bad part is, they will soon make its way to the blood and move with the circulation to go around and look for another area where there is more abundant nutrition and food. And once it has seen an area that it loves, then it will get into that area, and that one mutant cell will become 2, 2 will become 4, 4 will become 8, 8 will become 16, and so on and so forth until you get a tumor as big as this one. Now, the bad part is, especially in the Philippines, they come to us too late. I have actually helped many people in the Philippines, DXN members, who have developed breast tumors. But I failed in some of them because they came to us too late. So that is the secret, early detection. If we start them early, or we start them at the prevention level, that means long before this cancer even sets in, you already give them our products, then that's where our help is really greatest. Now, many members also ask me whether or not they should continue taking RGGL and spirulina if they are going to undergo chemotherapy or radiotherapy for some tumor like the breast. And I tell them, of course you have to, because remember that the radiotherapy and chemotherapy does not only attack the cancer cells, but the normal cells that are nearby as well. And so we have to protect those normal cells. And if they continue taking food supplementation, then the harm will be lesser, or if they do die in the process, then newer cells will be developed. So let me tell you this, that a cell that is already destroyed or is malfunctioning is actually now considered a cell in a disease state, no? Or a person who is already in a state of illness. So if we give our members DXN products, or our DXN members take the products, what do they exactly do to the body? They will actually try to push the toxins that are found inside our bodies outside the barrier, and little by little kill them until they all disappear and the cell becomes clean, and normal again. This is the process we call in DXN as detoxification, which of course takes quite a while. You do not expect our products to act right away, because many people are complaining, I have been taking RGGL for 3 days, but I haven't been feeling anything. You have to understand that these are herbs which will take quite a while to exert their effects. Detoxification will take about 1 to 3 months, and the other stages will take another 3 months or so. And this is what you have to understand. Now, you ask me, what is it in the Ganoderma RGGL that give its wonders? And these are the things that are 200 components or more than 200 components are seen inside our Ganoderma RGGL. But always, as I lecture on this, I choose only the top 5 most scientifically accepted and proven clinically and by researchers to exert the all-around effects exerted on our body. And these are the polysaccharides, triterpenes, adenosines, sterols, and the organic germanium. So very briefly, the polysaccharides render us a very good and healthy immune system, and it even increases our interferon production. What is interferon? From the word itself, it interferes. So if there is a virus, a toxin, a bacteria that comes in, it will interfere with the entry of those bad cells. It also adapts to the immune system status. That means it is an adaptogen. Whatever your immune status is, if it's weak, it will make it stronger. If it is already strong, then it will stabilize it, a strong immune system. The polysaccharides also give us a lot of natural killer cells. The one cell I showed you a little earlier. Natural killer cells are easy to understand, even for you who are not medical doctors. Natural, it is naturally occurring in our body. It's there in your body and mine. And then killer, they can kill whatever invaders and cells that are going to give us diseases. They will kill all them. They can be helper T cells or killer T cells. And as I've shown you also, the macrophages, those friendly soldiers of ours with large mouths, and they can help also in chemotherapy and radiotherapy. The triterpenes are our anti-allergic components inside the mushroom. And this will prevent the breakdown of mast cells, because if an invader or an allergen gets into the blood, the mast cells will break up and then will make us have difficulty of breathing or develop these rashes in our skin. But if triterpene is present in our blood, then these histamines will not be released. So we will not experience difficulty in breathing or these rashes that are on our skin. They also give us insulin-like side effects. That's why we are very effective among diabetics. This is one area, diabetes, where our Ganoderma RGGL is really best known for. I have so many testimonies already in the Philippines, complete with laboratory results, that really after taking these mushroom of ours for some time, the different laboratory results that come after the first one show that there is a constant decrease of the blood glucose or the blood sugar until it becomes normal. It also has a very good effect on our liver as a liver protection. Adenosine that is contained in our Ganoderma RGGL also helps in muscle contraction and sugar metabolism. So diabetics can also benefit from this. And what's more, it can give you calming and sedative effects. That is why when you drink our coffee with its adenosine also there, you will tend to have these calming and sedative effects. And then they also hasten your wound healing so that your wounds will heal faster. And the sterols that are found inside our Ganoderma RGGL help us to have good hormone production. They give us a lot of vitamin D, sex hormones, and even bile acids. And this has been proven by science and medicine to reduce the risk of developing cancer of the colon because of the beta-cytosterol that are found inside our Ganoderma RGGL. Now, the organic germanium is also very important because it provides us with a lot of minerals and helps in the blood flow and oxygen supply of our body. It also helps us in getting a lot more of those friendly soldiers that are guarding us and protecting us from the entry of many diseases, and again, interferon production. So, if you summarize everything, if people ask you what is really the effect of Ganoderma RGGL powder to our body, your answer is only one if you want to be very short about it, because you don't have to memorize any technical term here, remember. So the best answer is, our product, Ganoderma RGGL, is a powerful antioxidant. So, but then many lay people do not understand what antioxidant is. So let me explain to you, and I hope this explanation you will never forget, because this is going to be very helpful in helping other people understand our products. First, there are three terms that you need to know. Oxidants. They are in the environment. Oxidants. So if there are oxidants, there are antioxidants. They are nemesis. They are enemies. No? They don't like each other. So take, for example, oxygen. Oxygen can be oxidized by oxidants. And if they are oxidized, they will become a superoxide. A superoxide is a very unstable molecule of oxygen that is considered a free radical. So why are we so afraid of free radical? I'm sure you always hear the word free radicals, because if there are many free radicals around our blood, then this will destroy the different tissues found in our body. So that is why we do not want free radicals, we do not want superoxides, we do not want oxygen. And so we need a very, oxidants rather, and so we need a very powerful antioxidant in the form of Ganoderma RGGL. And it has been proven by science and medicine, and several results have been published, that it has effects on the various ailments of human beings, from the most common colds, flu, allergy, asthma, heart disease, hypertension, stroke, diabetes, arthritis, osteoporosis, kidney disease, and the most dreaded cancer. So we can be criticized by our detractors that why is DXN trying to promote their Ganoderma to have these beneficial effects on practically all ailments of men? Your answer is, what can we do? Because it is what all the results of the clinical trials and the results of the scientific studies that have been so far done on this particular product. What can we do? All you have to do is read and probably just surf the internet, and you will be able to find the same things. Now, the actions of Ganoderma can be summarized as follows: cleansing, detoxification, balancing, strengthening, and then nourishing. So simply, what it's going to do in your body that is already laden with all the toxins and the smoke and the pollutants around you, is just slowly cleanse it until your body becomes normal again. So that is only the way you can achieve healthy body. What is a healthy body? You feel good inside as well as outside, because you will look younger. Then you will resist illness, you'll become stronger, and you will definitely live longer. Now, DXN Lychee coffee has become a very popular beverage in the DXN world. In fact, many of our management staff are complaining everywhere in the world, particularly in the Philippines, that the sale of coffee has really gone up in a very bad proportion. But now we are very happy because of the education that we are giving our members. Slowly in the Philippines, from last year 60%, now it has gone down to about 40% only coffee. So people are now trying to learn more and more that the food supplements are going to benefit them also. So what is inside our coffee? Let us examine it. Our DXN Lychee coffee actually contains only an extract of the Ganoderma, comprising about 26 to 30% in the entire coffee sachet. But what is it? Every time you take your coffee, you know that you are also eating the miraculous king of the herbs. And if you examine all types of coffee in the world, anywhere in the world, you can say that they are all good because they contain many antioxidants. But there is only one component in coffee that is not good and is going to harm your heart as well as your blood vessels, and that is caffeine. And that is exactly also what DXN removed and retained only 0.06% of the caffeine, so that it will still smell like coffee, because otherwise you will mistake it as tea or any other beverage. So 0.06% is not enough to harm your heart or your blood vessels or any organs of your body. And what's more, as I've already mentioned to you, it exerts a calming and sedative effect such that other people who cannot sleep after taking our coffee, they go to the bed and sleep because of this calming and sedative effect exerted by our very famous adenosine inside the Ganoderma. Also, if you're diabetic, arthritic, or allergic, then you will also be helping yourself ultimately if you consume our coffee every day. Because on record, our Lingchi coffee in DXN is still considered the first healthy coffee of the world. Now let us examine what else is inside our Lingchi coffee that makes it a superior beverage. It contains a lot of calcium, iron, potassium, phosphorus, calories. But its cholesterol is 0, and its fat and carbohydrates are not in excessive amounts. And it even contains another antioxidant in the form of vitamin C and even vitamin B3. So Lingchi coffee will not only aid you in fighting the different ailments of men, but also help you in constipation, diarrhea, insomnia, and lack of alertness. So you will note that the first two terms are contradictory. How can you help somebody who has constipation and at the same time you also help them their diarrhea? But you forgot that in my earlier slide I said that our product Ganoderma is an adaptogen. It adapts to what the body needs. So if the person is constipated, it will soften his stool. If the patient is diarrheic, then it will harden the stool a little so that the patient will be more comfortable. Third and fourth term are also contradictory. But we are an adaptogen, and we make people who have insomnia sleep, and we make those people who lack alertness, who sleep all the time, to be more alert. So that is the wonder of our Ganoderma, because it is an adaptogen.